Welcome to another episode of Yachting with the Commodore. Today's adventure brings us to the Sudbury River, a beautiful river. I haven't been here for just over 5 years, so I'm really delighted that I'm here now. Looking forward to a wonderful adventure. I'm putting in here at the junction of Route 20, also known as Boston Post Road, and the river. That would be Route 20, and that's the way I'm going to be heading. One of many bridges This is what I remember of the Sudbury. Forested areas that you could actually kayak through. You can go way down there. That's lovely. Very shallow water here, which is unusual because the forest around the river is inundated. But it's very shallow here. Looks more like a swamp than a river. Well, there's a reason that it looks more like a swamp than a river. That's because it is a swamp. The river's up ahead. Oh well. Wetlands go on forever, and they're right by my side. There's a beaver lodge. Yeah, it's quite the fine piece of real estate, I must say. Well, here's the wide-angle view. Certainly goes on and on and on. Well, I guess they don't want me to go into the wetlands. C'est la vie. My recollection of the Sudbury was that it was a very wide river with vast water meadows. And indeed, it is that. But there are places, like right here, where the river gets very narrow. And it's very intimate and very nice. I do remember that there were places on the Sudbury where the trees along the riverbank had been inundated with water, and they were in like 1 to 2 feet of water. Today I see that, but I see it so much more, instead of just the occasional incidents of seeing forested areas that are in water. I'm seeing a lot of it. In fact, for the first part of the trip, I couldn't even go 200 yards without coming upon a hideaway. And hideaways are good. You know, if you want to get out of the sun, if you want to get out of the wind, if you want to get out of the current, a hideaway is a good thing. Now, this is just a little bump on the side of the river I'm in, but I'm looking ahead, and if I can get into that area beyond, it looks like a forest that probably might have as much as 1 foot of water. It looks like it could be really good. So I'm going to head down there, see what I can find. Well, one place led to another. That was the area I was in, and I came out right there to the left of those roots. I came out right there, and now I'm back on the main river. Well, looky here. I found myself a hideaway. Yeah, and it looks like it goes on a long way down there. Yes, indeed. I know what I'm going to call this one. Birdhouse Cafe. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. Back to the main river. Onward. There's something about power lines. It's like the perfect contrast to nature. You have nature, and then you got this man-made contraption. Well, the river has been narrowing out. We don't see really vast water meadows here. We see a much more intimate river. It's really nice. Of course, the narrower the river, the greater the possibility that a fallen tree can stop you. That tree in front of me won't stop me, but we'll see what happens further on up the river. Here we go. Ooh. Wow. What's not to like? Look at that. Yeah. I just entered an area that I identify as the loop. It's an area that's open if the water's high. We'll see if the water's high enough to get me all the way back to the main river again. Wondering which way to go, left or right. And there's like a great blue heron straight ahead. He's gonna take off soon, I know he is. I'm getting real close. The loop offers some really good wildlife habitats. I remember once I tried to get through here and I just couldn't. There wasn't enough water. I guess today I'm blessed with high water, or at least high enough water to go where I want to go. Well, there was one challenge. It's right there. I don't know if it's a beaver dam or maybe it's just a log that fell, but yeah, I had to get up a good head of steam, and then I scooched a little bit, but I got over it. Wow, the loop is a lot longer than I remembered it. It just goes on and on and on. It's pretty, but it's long. Well, this could be the end of the line here. Tree fell down. You know, if it wasn't for that tree right at the top of that incline, I might just go for it. So that will be the end of the road for today's adventure. And I'll just let the current take me home. This is great. All I have to do is steer. Oh. one of very many places you can get off the river and just relax. And back to the main river. Here we go. Ah, yes. This is what I think of when I think of the Sudbury River. Trees and water.